In a battle where his unified super bantamweight titles were on the line, Naoya Inoue took on TJ Doheny from Ireland and stopped Doheny inside the distance in 7 rounds. This was a fight that was from Japan and on their time schedule, where it was roughly 6 a.m. U.S. stateside time when the fight was broadcast on ESPN. Inoue came into this bout highly favored, and as people looked toward it, they thought that he would be in a situation where he would blow Doheny out, but it didn't turn out to be that. TJ turned out to be one who competed in this fight. There was nothing going in that told us he was on the level of the monster. But the southpaw stance, I believe, gave the orthodox Inoue trouble. Inoue, who's now 31 years of age, is 28-0 and 25 KOs, whereas TJ Doheny drops to 26-5 with 20 KOs. I can see where the 20 KOs from Doheny comes from, because he's a sharp puncher, but at 37, he didn't have the speed to be able to keep up with the younger Inoue. And Inoue, being the sharp puncher that he is, Doheny was on guard definitely to protect himself against those single crisp power shots. He did score rounds, but you could tell that the way that he backed away from Inoue's aggression, he didn't want to get caught with anything too cleanly. And I felt he could have done better keeping the fight in the center of the ring instead of backing up into the vaunted triangle, where his options were limited as far as being able to be on the move. The fight came to an end once he stated that he had some kind of twinge in his back or something like that, but he was beginning to feel the pressure and beginning to wear down. His face was showing a little bit of damage from the punches that he was taking sharply. Another thing that I noticed was Monster does not box people. He's a power punching fighter with fast hands and fast feet. But there is and comes a time in a fighter like that in his career where those attributes begin to slow down. And let's not forget, he's 31. In the smaller divisions, 30 is starting to tiptoe toward old age. And we could see that Inoue, for whatever reason, he couldn't really figure out what Doheny was doing when Doheny was boxing him, countering the shots that Inoue would throw in singularities. When he was throwing in combinations, that would make Doheny cover up, like most fighters do, to try to protect themselves from Monster's power. However, he was sharpshooting and picking good shots in moments, and I thought that that was very interesting, because there are going to be fighters in the future who are going to test Inoue. He's talking about moving up to a higher weight division, but I'm not so certain that that may serve him well, because he may not carry the power up. Bob Arum says one more fight in Japan and then they will move to Vegas sometime early next year for him to defend his championship position in America. Someone with youth and speed and who can box are going to present him with some problems. Now, I know that one of the young fighters that Bob Arum is grooming is Bruce Shushu Carrington, but if he could be an opponent by mid next year or late next year, He may serve as a good test for Inoue against a talented athletic fighter such as himself. But for now, the monster roars on. But I think that Doheny showed something that a lot of people didn't expect. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about this fight and what should be next for Inoue. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.